Well, lawyers for that 15-year-old girl are looking for accountability, wondering why no one stepped in to help when she was being attacked earlier this month. Meanwhile, the school board, the teachers union, and parents are searching for answers, wondering what it would take to stop this wave of violence.
I had to ask, who are we as a society when our public schools have been lowered to the point where someone can come up and assault you viciously and nothing's done.
Attorney Robert Langford, representing a 15-year-old girl beat unconscious in a CCSD classroom, shocked seeing the viral video of the attack. In the video captured at Las Vegas High School that Fox 5 is choosing not to show, the teen is punched in the head multiple times by a classmate, with no one stopping the violence.
And you look at that video and it talks about not just the viciousness of the assailant, but the viciousness of the bystanders who did nothing.
The ACLU of Nevada is also now involved.
I was immediately concerned for the health and well-being of our client, and effectively from that point on, felt an obligation for our organization to get involved in helping make sure that she gets justice, but also that this doesn't happen to anybody else. Executive
Director Attar Hasibullah says he hopes this brings change to an ongoing wave of violence plaguing schools.
It's not limited to CCSD, it's happened across the country, but just because it's happened across the country doesn't mean it's acceptable here.
And CCSD is now working to ensure that it does stop here.
It's important to us all, and I want to make sure we get it right.
On Friday, the board held a special meeting to discuss violence, but didn't take action yet. They voted to formally discuss the problem at a March 10th board meeting, where parents and teachers can weigh in. But for some, they need to see more now.
There's a lot of conversation that occurred during the board meeting and a lot of discussion, but I was really frustrated because at the end of the day, what our students and educators need are actions.
CCEA President Marie Nisus says she continues to hear complaints from teachers about brutality in schools.
We aren't trained on how to deal with it. We aren't expected to put our hands on students. But how do we keep a student safe in a situation that occurred just recently with that video that went viral?
And until there is a solution soon, she says education will continue to fall.
When it rises to the level of violence, that is really negatively impacting all of the students in the classroom because learning stops. You know, educators have to deal with that in that moment.
Now, again, that discussion around school violence will happen at the next board meeting on March 10th. Action will not be taken at that time, but the board will encourage public comment. After that, they hope to hold several smaller community meetings to hopefully find a solution. Reporting live, Sophia Perricone, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.